I decided to enter an art competition. Now, I've entered several art competitions in the past with varying success, but this one was special. You might have come across the fabled rapper, Baby No Money. And you might also know that he held an album art competition for his song Meant to Be. After seeing this post by the man himself on Instagram, I knew I just had to enter. Except there was one problem. I only had 6 days to finish a whole art piece. And to make matters worse, I decided to film most of it, which doubles the amount of time it takes to work on something. So with that information, there's no time to waste. Let's get started. So I got done with my sketch, but it just really felt like something was missing. It's an alright idea, but it didn't really feel like my idea. It doesn't give me the color freedom my art lives and breathes on, so I needed to find some way to improve on my idea sometime today, or I would just have to go with what I have. I only have a 6-day time span at this point, and that's really barely anything. Which, by the way, I would soon find out to be false. But after 8 hours, it finally came to me. I decided to have the photos floating on water while of course still being on fire. There would be little teardrops, and the most important part, Baby No Money's face front and center. Unfortunately, I can't start sketching on a canvas yet, because I don't have one yet, so I got myself a 12 by 12 canvas today and went ahead with prepping and painting it red. I forgot to record that, but it's the most boring part anyways, and I don't think anyone really wants to see that. But let me just say, thank goodness I was not delusional enough to go with a bigger canvas. While I was in the store, I did contemplate it, but deciding not to was probably my best decision, because then it probably wouldn't have even gotten done. I haven't drawn the pictures of the people and the images yet, because I want to keep that for later, because I feel it's the most important part, and it needs to sync up with the rest of the drawing. But little did I know, that never happened. There would never be any people, as you will see later. And I also had no idea that my camera never even focused while I was sketching. With day 3, I plan to get the base colors of everything placed down so I can have the canvas all colored and all the colors coordinated with each other. I think I want the piece to be really dark, with the primary light source being the picture on fire, with the light on the fire sprinkling onto the ripple rings of the water. With all the colors put down, now it's time for me to blend them. When it comes to an art piece, I tend to work on all the easy things first, then to ease into what I think is harder later on. It stops me from quitting a project early on, and also it just makes it a lot less intimidating for me. If anyone is wondering what I'm using here to blend all the oil pastel together, it's really just a plain silicone brush to just push the oil pastel all around the canvas. And here I'm just going around with a smaller silicone brush to get the yellow and the orange rings, and then coming in and adding some more shading details. I'm gonna fix the color of the orange outer ring. I can tell it's gonna be too bright and stand out a little bit too much. Interestingly enough, the camera actually makes this look a lot better than in person. That's a consistent trend with everything I seem to do in oil pastel. On camera you see this, and in person I'm seeing this. When I spray it down with the varnish, the colors will come out looking just like how the camera perceives it, but it's still just a little interesting fact. To be honest, I actually stopped midway for like 10 minutes trying to find a picture of water ripples to figure out what the heck I was supposed to do, and was saved by this image. Thank you, stock image, for your service. And after outlining it, it's up to tomorrow me to do the rest of the water, and literally everything else except the image in the photo cards. which once again, never happened. Except the one front and center with Baby No Money. I decided I hate the water ripples, so I'm changing them. Sorry, stock image. I'm gonna be making them beefier, and I'm gonna split them apart a little bit, but today I absolutely need to get both that and the picture frames done. But to be honest, I'm running low on both spirit and time, but mostly time. And while on the topic of losing spirit, R.I.P. Black Oil Pastel. It was too much for him. Now, unfortunately for day 4, my camera sort of died. I kept forgetting to charge the battery after each day, because when I was done working, all I really wanted to do was tuck into bed. So... Alright, now it's lock-in time. I have today and a little bit of tomorrow to work on everything I need to do. And to be honest, I got fed up with the camera because it was right in my way. This whole time I had been recording and it has been like right in front of me, and it just got annoying and I needed to work on it. Anyways, here's the art piece. As a result of my locking in, I was late. I did not submit my drawing on time, and I'm pretty sure Baby No Money did not even see it. 9 hours before I posted my drawing, he made a post on his story asking people to vote on the drawings and tell them what their favorite was. But I didn't see it because I was working on the drawing on the morning of day 6, thinking I had the end of it to submit. Whoopsies. Honestly, it is a little sad, but everyone did a really amazing job, and I think it's pretty amazing how the art community came together just to do this. And I didn't do a terrible job with my slim time frame. Now I can finally rest and do all the personal projects I've been wanting to do. Huh? What the heck is that? Wait, why is it coming closer? No. No, please. Not again!